Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. So what moved the market today? This has to be a question that you are asking and wondering. The NASDAQ market closed in the green today. TQQQ is up over 4.55%. And that's after already making an absolute killing. So look at this. From the overall bottom of the NASDAQ market, we could see this for TQQQ to overall reversals. We finally hit that 50% mark. Look at this. It's not as crazy looking for IXIC, which is the NASDAQ index, but it's not looking bad. It's definitely not looking bad. The market's looking good. The NASDAQ is now trading above the EMA line on the day chart. When it comes down to the 4-hour time frame, we haven't even pulled back yet. So the question that you should be asking, and I hope you are, is what caused the NASDAQ market to push up today? So I want to share two things that I learned and why I think it's so important. So I really hope that you learned something new. And if you do, please consider smashing the like button and of course, subscribing. I upload new stock market videos every single day. So turn on those post notifications and get alerted. So one of the first things that I want to talk about of why the market is seeing a positive influence today is, did you notice that oil is down today? This is ticker symbol SCO, and it's up 13% on the day. I made a video on Friday and I was like, hey, look out, oil is very overbought. I was a day too early. SCO is the inverse of these oil ETFs, meaning that when oil goes down, SCO goes up. I actually want to show you and compare the two so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ticker symbol UCO is the bull ETF. So when the oil markets go up, then so does UCO. And as you can see, today was a really bad day for UCO. Everything from Chevron, everything from UCO down, right? We got WTI down 8.8%, USL down 7.14%, United States Oil Fund down 7.69%. Cheaper oil prices or oil per barrel, right, is a good catalyst for the overall market. You guys saw what happened when oil prices began to skyrocket. There was uncertainty. The VIX began to shoot up, right? That's the fear index. But guess what began to happen? Just like we prepared for and like we anticipated, it's not that I trade oil ETFs. It's not about that. My job is not just to talk about necessarily what I trade, because I know that we all see value in different ways. But I know how the market reacts. And based off of a big focus for the market, it's been oil prices. And I just want you to know that one factor, just one, that really alleviated, I think, some of the weight off of the market's shoulders is that oil prices began to retract today. And I think that is a step in the right direction. Does that mean that oil prices are going to crash? No, they can continue to go up. The markets are simply oil is just retracing as of right now, and it's most likely going to continue to try to rally. So please be aware that SCO made for a good day trade, 13%. I would be very careful. Oil is very bullish right now. So although it did pull back, I would be very careful holding down here, right, or up here for SCO, because if oil markets begin to recover, then SCO goes down. Now, one of the main reasons that I have not seen enough people talk about, I read this article, and we've seen this happen so many times before. Do you guys remember what happened when Apple stock hit $3 trillion market cap for like a couple of minutes? The NASDAQ market went through the roof. Well, why would it do that? Well, it's the amount of influence that specific one stock has on overall major markets. But how is that possible? Right? AMC stock shot up, 30-40% today? Why doesn't the market shoot up 40% with AMC? Well, if we look at AMC's market cap is not much, right? AMC's market cap is, as of right now, $15 billion. Do you know whose market cap is at $1 trillion and did very well today? Tesla. Do you guys know what Tesla announced today? Look at that. Gapping up. Let's go ahead and go back to that one single screen. 8% on the day and still going up after market hours. Tesla's not cheap, right? The thing that I like about Tesla is that Tesla came from when everyone thought it was going to go back down to $400 a share. It came from lows of $750 a share, and it's still making higher highs and higher lows. 45%. And now it's trading at a market cap of, look at this, 1.13 trillion. So when asking the question, why is the market going up today? If you look at the markets, if I'm not mistaken, it's really just the Dow Jones that struggled today. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ market were in the green. Why? Well, Tesla's considered a tech stock that influences the NASDAQ market, and the S&P 500, Tesla is part of the S&P 500. So therefore, if Tesla continues to gap up and gap up, then you can see how it carries. This is literally like, when someone says, hey, that player carries the team, or LeBron James carries the team. I don't even know if that's a relevant term anymore. He hasn't been doing too hot, I guess. But you guys get what I mean, right? Tesla carried the market today. It had that much of an influence. But what did Tesla announce? I just want you guys to know. I don't need you guys to agree with me. I want you to know what happened and why. That's my biggest thing with my YouTube channel. I need you to understand why. Tesla announced today two things. That it plans to do a second stock split. You know how it did that about 2 years ago? Where it went from, $1,000 a share back down to $150 or $200, so it looks more affordable. They're doing it again. Great marketing. It literally does nothing to the value of a company, but the reaction is where it's all factored into, 8%. The second thing that they announced is that Tesla is considering offering dividends. This is something that Tesla has never offered before. This is actually big. That is, I think, the main reason that there could be a lot of buying pressure because of that. Because if they do follow through with that, that's great news. But here comes the bad news, right? I'm the Debbie Downer. I just want you guys to be aware of it. Tesla carried the market today because of those two factors. If they don't follow through with one of those main factors of dividends, because it's something that they said through their K1 filing, that if they don't follow through with their dividends, this will most likely act as a negative reaction for Tesla. There's all this hype that's built up. It's factored in to Tesla's price now that they're going to offer dividends. If they don't follow through with it, guess what happens? A correction. This is not to scare you. I want you to understand of why the market's reacting the way it does. And if it doesn't follow through with that news, then what happens? If it does follow through, then yeah, we'll most likely see a nice push. But if it doesn't, then I need you to understand why the market's selling off. Preparation, I think, is everything, right? It's not just, I need to make sure that I take advantage of this. It's not about that. You choose to take advantage of what you see value in. If Tesla's too risky for you, don't touch it. But I think both you and I can agree it's cool understanding why it's doing what it's doing. And that's exactly what all this video is about. So I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that you guys learned something new. I try to make today's video a little bit more entertaining with my analogies. They're pretty lame, but let me know in the comments section if you enjoyed it. I really hope that I earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And again, I would love to have you join me for my live trading session tomorrow at Market Open. I trade live every single day. And if you would like to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, click the second link down in the description. And again, learn a little bit more about the Learn Plan Profit Group and to see if it's a good fit for you. Also, we're running a huge sale this weekend. That's going to be the fourth link down in the description. This is for shoptechbuds.com, and it's buy any 2 mouse pads. You get the third one for free. This is a week-long promotion. So if your trading setup is boring and you and your friend want to buy some different trading mouse pads, then again, head on over to shoptechbuds.com, view our collection, and again, any 2 mouse pads, the third one, you get it for free. Just add it to your cart and the discount applies automatically at checkout. I appreciate you guys' time. Hope and wish you guys an amazing start to the week. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.